Hello, I'm Fiona Patterson and I was one of the original designers for Rationale 2, our PC version. And I'm thrilled that now I can go online to Rationale online and I can use Rationale. So no matter whether I'm a Mac user, whether I use Linux operating system, whatever I use, I can now access Rationale. So let's go and have a look at it. When you open Rationale online, you'll see that it's very, very similar to Rationale 2. So at the top, we've got Home, Evaluate, View, and Output options. And down the left side, we have our building panel, just as we had before. Grouping maps to categorize information, our reasoning maps, advanced reasoning for more co-premise structures to show assumptions, basis boxes, our evidence, our essay planning, and our extras such as for dialogue mapping. Okay, so let's just have a look at how these work. Okay, very, very nice usability in terms of the dragging and dropping feature. They connect really nicely. We could add some evidence here as well. Okay, and again, as you know, you can just type in to put in your contention, reasons, objections, etc. Now on the right side there are a couple of changes. Firstly, the Rationale guide is set up so that when you go into a piece of information, it will open on a separate tab, and then I can just click back into Rationale. There's also the tutorials, general critical thinking tutorials and argument mapping, more extensive tutorials, and reasoning for knowledge, which were mainly IB exercises that we created. So these sort of online tutorials, these have a lot of information in them. Again, they're opening on a separate tab, so you can just click through and use Rationale as you wish. Now another nice feature of Rationale Online, and this is an added extra that you can choose, is to have the ebook. So in this ebook, as you can see, there is a lot of information, examples, etc. And it's not too complex. This would be quite appropriate for upper secondary students. Okay, so let's just pop back and see what else we've got. We've got again the essay planner, so that when we're using our essay planning building panel, this will change on the text. And we've got outlines, scratchpad, and comments area. Okay, if we have a look back at our Rationale main page, we just use the back key, and we've popped back here. Now a couple of things that I think are very, very useful for both students and schools. Firstly, the My Maps area. Okay, in the My Maps area, this is basically not only just a listing, but a visual representation of the maps that I have actually in here at the moment. Now I can actually import my Rationale 2 maps, so that saves a lot of work there. And as you'll see here, I can actually add a lot of extra information. So for example, I have the name of the file, and this shows me that this is private. Now I can make that public, accessible by everyone, or unlisted. So unlisted, just like in YouTube where you load a video, if it's unlisted, you can share it with the URL. So if you want to share it, you make that unlisted. Then I can put a bit of a summary and a description of what this actually is, just to remind myself about what the topic was. And I can add these tags. Now I think this is incredibly useful, because if in fact we just pop back here, you can see here I've got these tags. So if I wanted to see maps that I'd done specifically for essays, those ones would appear. So if I wanted to see a particular essay on carbon tax, for instance, okay, here I've got some in my example right here. Now I can create a new map from here, or I can just open what I've got. So I might actually just choose to open my Facebook one. Okay, so I can just click on this and open that map. Okay, another couple of nice features is what's available on my profile. Here I can actually change the language. Now I could change this to Dutch, German, Spanish or French, and more languages will be on the way in the future. But say I wanted German. Okay, I just save that choice, and let's go into, just go back into Rationale. Oh, everything's changed to German. So if we have a look here, information now is in German. So I think this is just a fantastic feature to, to be building argument maps showing the reasoning within different languages. The one thing that you will notice is that the English translations of the Rationale guide, the tutorials and the ebook are still in English. Other interesting features that have been placed on Rationale Online include various information available on Reasoning Lab, including more about the method of critical thinking with Rationale and a Rationale wiki, and of course the how-to videos. And I think this is a fantastic way to get more information really, really quickly. So thanks for listening, and I hope this has been useful for you to see the developments of Rationale, which has really, I think, taken it into the 21st and a half century. Okay, thank you and goodbye.